Pantoufleee! Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for an Halloween special, the Lycan, which is the brand new Halloween tank you can unlock for if you pay 20 euros because of the exploit bug, and if you don't pay it when you reach the 45 stage of the new event. So, is it worth it or not? Basically, for those of you who already have the Dracula in the Helsing, you already have a couple of really great tanks, but the Lycan, at least in my opinion, is really worth it. Why? Because of three main things. Honestly, the tank has a really great armor, especially on the turret. You don't have any weak spots on the turret, which means combined with the gun depression, which is quite excessive, I think it's something around 10 degrees of gun depression, you will be able to be a deadly heavy when you are in hull down positions. Also, concerning the gun, it's going to be quite the same as the one you have on an IS, for example. It's the standard 122mm, which means 400 alpha damage for something around 12.8 seconds of gun reloading, which is actually nice. And of course, the last thing I want to talk about is the mobility. You have an average mobility with this, which means usually you will not struggle to get into the fight as fast as possible, even if you are clearly not the fastest tank ever in the game. So now, what did I do here? For example, you saw that I went on the medium side, on the right side especially, because I wanted to take advantage on the hill to get to the hull down position, which is the best position you can take with this tank. But unfortunately, the enemy team decided to go on their right as well, which means we have to get in a close fight. Here I'm not advantaged because, as you can see, I can't really hull down. If I go and try to sneak a shot, I'm gonna expose my hull. So definitely I really want to wait for them to shoot before coming and trying to get my shot in. For example, here the Helsing is not looking, so I went straight to put him some great shot and going backward right after. But still, we are going to get help from this Tiger one. Is he gonna take the shot of the Helsing? Maybe, maybe not. We go for a shot on the Lycan here, and it allows us to reach nearly 2k damage at this point. Now, as you can see, they are trying to circle, which is a good tactic, honestly, if it's done correctly. Here, clearly, they just went in one by one, which is the worst tactic you can ever do in World of Tanks Blitz, except maybe for experienced, but usually the level of teammates in random battles is not the best. So clearly a tactic I would not say is worth it. Here we wait for the Dracula to sneak in, allowing us to get our shot. Unfortunately, I would rather love to get a replay where I can show you the power of the tank, especially on the turret when you go for a hull down. But you also have a great armor, not only on the turret, but on the hull as well, because the upper part of the frontal armor is really angled. As you can see here when I'm shooting at the Lycan, if you angle it a bit, you can do great things. But as you have the peaky noise, same as the IS-7 or the IS-3, you don't want to try to side scrap with this kind of tank, because if you do, you are probably gonna get penetrated, because your tank is meant to be to face enemies straight. You don't have to angle it, because if you angle it, you are gonna lose the advantage the design of the tank provides you. Here, for example, I try to sneak behind. I'm not even trying to side scrap against the Dracula, I just go straight behind the Tiger one, which gives me enough time to reload to put him one shot and assure my last kill, as the Dracula can't escape right now. He bounced again, maybe on my tracks here, because the tracks on this tank are really something you can take advantage of, and it allows us to get our last kill and definitely going for more than 4k damage. I know it's only a third class, but I think they synced the uprising game mode with the regular battles, because it's nearly impossible to get an ace tanker these days. Honestly, even with my world record on the E75 TS, I didn't get the ace tanker, so I guess it's because of that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you want my opinion, yes, the tank is worth it. If you manage to get it, even for 10 euros, it's really worth it. So anyway, I'm gonna see you soon. I don't know when, I don't want to promise anything, but thank you all for watching. Don't forget, you're not here to be better, but to be the best. Pantoufleee, over.